everybody, welcome to Cherry Lane. My name is Mary, and I haven't filmed a video in a while of just works in progress and finished objects and all that, so I wanted to do that. I have just put a lot of pressure on myself to make sure I always look a certain way and put together and all that stuff before I make a video, and that everything's just perfect, and that's not realistic. So you get me in my pajamas with my messy bed head because that's just realistic for today. So first of all, I'm wearing a Hexagon cardigan that I made last year, I think, or the year before. I don't remember the name of the pattern, but if you can tell, this isn't a traditional granny hexagon. It's a different pattern. There's a YouTube video and a written pattern, so I'll figure it out and I'll link it below. I just happen to be wearing that, so that's why I mentioned it. But let me go down my list so I don't get off track. So I've wanted to pick up knitting again. I do it every now and then, and I found this yarn at Michael's. This is Loops and Threads something in their flame color. It's really pretty, it's really soft. It is 100% acrylic. And I just wanted something semi-mindless that was pretty that I can work on. And let me open this up so you can see. So this is going to be a knit shawl. If you can see how pretty that stitching is. Now this is just the first panel of the shawl. It technically goes this way. I think there's 2 or 3 different panels of stitching. This part right here is just a 4-row repeat, so it's actually quite easy. And I think it's working out really beautifully. And it's really not hard at all. So I haven't picked that up as much as I would like lately, but I'm excited to get it done. But this is a Birds of Paradise shawl. I found the pattern on Ravelry, and so I will link that below. It was a free pattern. Let's see what else I've been working on here. A friend of mine makes a lot of amigurumi just for fun, so she's grown quite the collection, and I told her I'd make her a little hammock to hang them up in the corner of her house. So that's it. Nothing fancy about it at all. If anyone was interested how I made it, I can either find a video for you or I could just tell you, but it's just a triangle, so it can be a hammock, and I'll probably do a border on the front edge of it just to make it look a little nicer and more defined as to what it is. The next project I have is a sweater that I am working on for my William. And I had started a cardigan for him last year. Wasn't enjoying it because I wasn't following a pattern. And it was, sometimes I can get more into a project if I follow a pattern. So I've had this yarn picked out that whole time because he really likes this color. It's their Rust color by Big Twist, the Value. We both really like orange, and he really likes this color. So it is acrylic yarn, it's worsted weight. I had found a pattern that was called a fisherman's sweater, and it had cabling in it, and he likes fishing, and so I thought that he might appreciate that. However, upon reading the pattern, it is not a raglan top down like it says, it's bottom up, and it's made in pieces. So what's raglan about that? I have no idea, but I didn't want to sew a bunch of shit together, so I purposefully wanted a top-down raglan. So I found a similar pattern. It's technically a woman's sweater, at least that's how they designed it, but unless there's a lot of shaping involved, a sweater is a sweater, anybody can wear it. So I'm just sizing it appropriate, but I found it on Ravelry. It's called the Maribel sweater. This is all I've got done so far. You can see I started the cabling section down the front. So where you see these little holes here, that is the splitting for the sleeves. The sleeves themselves have a little bit of cabling on them, and then the back just doesn't have anything at all. So yeah, that's how far I've gotten on that. I'm hoping to get this done at least by the end of the month. I was going to try to do it for Thanksgiving, but where we live, it's probably not going to even be cold enough to wear it, so. But I've been working on that. That was also a free pattern, I think. It might have been a paid for pattern. Regardless, I'll link it so you can check it out. And then I do have a YouTube video I just posted in detail. This is a pattern that I've made for free. I don't have a PDF version of it. It's pretty simple, so I just feel like you can write it down easily and remember it pretty easily. But I did want to provide the pattern for you. But it's these gingerbread ornaments. These two, I have stiffened them, and then I have several more that I have not, so you can see the difference. So if you want to make any, the pattern is available on my YouTube channel. It's very easy, and I just wanted to create a base for you so you can decorate them however you want. That's what my friend's gonna do. I'm gonna make 15 of them, and then her and her family are going to decorate them. And I thought that would be fun. It's similar to like when you bake Christmas cookies and, you decorate them. I thought it was a cute idea. I wanted to do a crochet along for it just so we can all share the finished gingerbread when they're done. My brain's just not working that well, so I can't think of a hashtag we could all use and all that stuff, and I didn't want to put any pressure on anybody, including myself. So if you make them, that would be so awesome, truly. And if you decorate any of them, if you want to share and tag me, that would be really exciting. So that is the gingerbread men. And then I don't remember the last time I showed you progress on this Afghan I'm working on. It's a retro daisy Afghan. I'm pretty sure I posted a whole detailed video about it. But anyways, I just have 3 squares done. I'm going to be doing a total of 12. And then I'm going to do a border around them. Now there's a lot of patterns for the crochet daisy. And you can just find one that you like. I kind of half followed one tutorial, half followed another, made my own adjustments on a couple rounds, and then I added granny stitch rows on the outside of it. So that's my progress on that. And let me pause, I need to go grab it really quick. Okay, so I've never had an advent calendar before. If I did as a kid, I don't remember. I know I've had the ones that are like you can get at the dollar store and shit where it's like has like little pieces of chocolate, but like an actual one we hung up on the wall, if I had that, I don't remember. And I think they're fun. And I've had a lot of scrap fabric and I celebrate the holidays to some extent. Like, I like putting up a tree, but I don't particularly care to specifically celebrate Christmas. I acknowledge it. Like I said, I put up a tree and all that. I think a tree is really relaxing and really pretty, but I more so just enjoy like celebrating like winter and, you know, just loving people, stuff like that. So if you want to call that Christmas, that's fine. In any case, I did not want to do Christmas specific fabric just in case I wanted to use it other times of the year, but I made an advent calendar with all my scraps, and I have a PDF on my Etsy shop of, it's just a layout of your fabric and the measurements you need to cut out. There's no instructions on it on how to sew it together. It's just a black and white version of this, so you can see where all the pieces lay and the measurements that you need to cut out. However, I have a detailed YouTube video if you want to learn how to make your own and sew it together. I think it would be great. You could use coordinating fabric, you could use, you know, holiday fabric, what have you. There's 30 pockets in here. I know that, you know, there's 31 days in some months, but you just put 2 pieces of candy in the last one. So yeah, I just thought other times of the year, you know, you could put tea, you could put chocolates, you could put like little notes or whatever you want, affirmations, you can put crystals in there. There's a plethora of things you could use this for all year. So if you want to check that out, I do have a YouTube video posted so you can learn how to make your own. And then the last thing I wanted to remind you guys of, I've made a video about it before. This is my favorite drink pattern. There's a pattern on Etsy. I haven't figured out how to get stuff on Ravelry yet. It's kind of just a pain in the ass, to be honest with you, but this is my favorite drink pattern. I think it would make really great quick gifts, or if you did craft shows. But the thing is, you can make, the reason it's called favorite drink, you just change the color of this and you can make a pumpkin latte, hot chocolate, any sort of drink. Literally, you can make matcha. And then in the pattern, you can make whipped topping or marshmallows or none at all. You can have fun with it. I know some people have done like holiday ones. So you could do like zombie versions of these. You can do Christmas versions of these. You can do Valentine versions of these just by changing out the colors for the cup and the drink and all that. So I think this pattern is really cute. I just want it to get the love that it deserves, so I just want to try to shout it out more often. But it is on Etsy, and then of course if you have any questions for me, you can feel free to ask me and I would gladly answer them for you. So that's everything I'm working on. I hope everybody's doing great. If you have any questions for me, let me know, and I will see you in the next video.